All right, it appears that Joker 2 is a go, as it was hinted at earlier, and now seems to be rolling along. Here we have Screen Rant, with Joker 2 reportedly being written by original movie's director. Gee, I wonder who that could be. Oh, right, it was Todd Phillips. So, a new report says that Todd Phillips, who directed and co-wrote the original Joker movie, has been brought on officially to co-write Joker 2. The first film, which starred Joaquin Phoenix as the titular DC supervillain, earned widespread critical acclaim and won several major awards, including an Academy Award for Best Actor in a Leading Role for Phoenix. The sequel has been highly anticipated by fans since the original's release. Well, maybe not all of them. I mean, it seems like be better off as a one-shot deal, you know. Anyway, co-written by Scott Silver and director Todd Phillips, Joker put a classic Hollywood spin on the villain's origin story, with clear homages to films like Taxi Driver in particular. And, well, he says films, but, you know, Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, and that's about it. The movie took place outside the core DCEU canon, which allowed for drastic differences in tone and style, as well as an R rating. Well, Zack Snyder's Justice League was rated R, you know. Anyway, Phoenix's performance as a Joker has generally been viewed as one of the character's best portrayals. It was good, you know, but Heath Ledger's was a little better because actually got to go up against Batman, you know. But whatever. According to a report from the Hollywood Reporter, Phillips will return to pen the script for the next Joker installment. Jeez, is it going to be a trilogy or something? A whole series? I mean, I don't know. I mean, how many Scorsese movies can you redo? It's unclear whether or not original co-writer Silver will also be coming back for the sequel, but Phillips' return suggests he'll also likely be directing Joker 2. Yeah, not necessarily, but yeah, I guess. Warner Brothers has announced a large number of new, relatively independent DC film projects over the past year, and it should be interesting to see how Joker's unique style fits into those future plans. Well, the only other one that I could think of would be the Black Superman, which I'm guessing is how they're positioning that to be some sort of, Elseworlds take on a classic DC character. But, you know, that's all it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to... Well, they did say it's going to take place sometime in the 20th century. So maybe they'll just copy the Christopher Reeve movie. It was in the 70s, you know. But he'll be black instead. And now Luther will be a skinhead or something anyway. Though it was a major critical hit... Oh, here we go. Here we got to defend what online writers tried to do during this film's run. Joker wasn't without its controversies. The film's sympathetic story of a man who turns to violence after feeling ostracized by society was heavily criticized for perpetuating a dangerous message that such violence is justified. In an era when mass shootings and domestic terrorism are frequently in the news, many people were understandably upset at how sympathetic the Joker, traditionally written as a psychopathic character, was portrayed. But you're fine with Harley Quinn. This is trash. You're trying to rewrite what happened. You turned it political. You said the Joker was a symbol for the alt-right and crap like that. And you were practically begging for a shooting at a cinema. It was disgusting. You know, and Joaquin rightfully walked out of an interview with that kind of crap going on. And don't try to revise that BS. I don't know if this writer actually participated in that sort of thing, but quite a few did. It was just downright rotten. And this, but no, we just mean, you know, he's a nasty killer and stuff, and yet there's sympathetic themes and whatnot within the film, and yeah, sure. But again, Harley Quinn's great. Yeah. Anyway, whether or not the sequel decides to deal with those issues remains to be seen. Yeah, like they're gonna respond to you. The original film sets up some interesting new connections between Joker and the Wayne family. Well, it does, but then again, if you actually watch the movie, you can conclude that it may not have happened at all. You know? It was about being crazy and being filled with delusions and whatnot. Anyway, and that storyline could be even more important than Joker 2. I guess, but it could also be, was Thomas Wayne his father or not, you know? It seems unlikely the film would dive too deep into the DC comics, however, as Joker isn't narratively connected to any other DC films, which you already said. And likely won't be in the future either. Yeah, that's probably, yeah, I don't really see how it would, you know, unless they throw him into the Flash multiverse film. Oh, that would be horrible. Anyway, between Joker 2 and the Robert Pattinson-led Matt Reeves directed The Batman releasing in 2022, fans will have plenty of opportunities to return to the cinematic streets of Gotham City. Yeah, but the thing is, if it is a continuation, I don't know. One of the things not mentioned here, Joaquin Phoenix. Is he returning? Or will this be yet another take on Joker with an entirely new actor and be completely separate from the first one? Is that a possibility? It could be, I suppose. But you know, it's just a matter of can they convince Joaquin. He did mention some interest in returning to the character and working with Todd Phillips, so, you know, maybe a deal could be struck. But what would the story be? Well, they might as well follow the same template, you know? So they did, they looked to Taxi Driver and King of Comedy. So let's see. What movie could they look to from the early 80s and 70s? Yeah, that concerns being locked up in an asylum. How do you make a whole movie about an asylum? You know, unless he breaks out. But oh, I got it. Of course. Here's the plot. So he's in Arkham Asylum, and it's lorded over by this really nasty, ball-busting bitch of a nurse named Dr. Quinn. Well, not a nurse, I guess Dr. Quinn in this case. And she's really rotten, and there's a back and forth between her and Joker, of course. And but meanwhile, there's a young patient named Jason Todd who ends up committing suicide because Dr. Quinn threatened to reveal to his parents that he lost his virginity to a prostitute. Yeah, after that, the Joker loses it and goes after her and damn near kills her. But she has him lobotomized. And after all that, Apache Chief loses it, turns into a giant, and destroys Arkham Asylum and runs away. There we go. There's the movie. Yeah, Joker 2. One flew out of the Batcave. Thanks for watching and listening. Say, while you're still here, why not like and subscribe and share with your many friends? Yes. Also, check out my mini stores in the link description below. Yes, where you can get t-shirts, hats, mugs, all those goodies with my artwork on them. Oh, yeah. And head over to indieplanet.com and pick up a copy of my comic book, Night Night. Oh, yeah. You can also catch me at my podcast, Mr Nailsin Show, on RadioMisfits.com. And you can also watch my videos on BitChute.com and now on Rumble.com. Oh, my goodness. So many places to watch me and my stuff. Oh, yeah. And if that's not enough for you, well, you can follow me on many social media platforms and say hi to your old pal, Mr. Nailsin.